Oh, the housing crisis is even worse than usual, both in real life and in Final Fantasy XIV. With how immersive Final Fantasy XIV is, some people even confuse the two between real life and the sweet, sweet pixels on the screen. As I was scrolling through the internet, I stumbled upon a side of Final Fantasy XIV that I couldn't help but find a bit cringy. Now, I'm all for cat girls, bunny boys, and memes and all the Y'shtola stands and shipping Lise and whoever. But here I'm talking specifically about the e-girls, the e-boys, and the Yooooo XD, my Discord kitten type of sub-communities that just straight up reeks and stinks of degeneracy. And honestly, I even sometimes partake in and even condone. But what I found was even more concerning was the way that some players and people in these sub-communities were abusing the housing system, but also the report system to their advantage, or at least seemingly so. I found this, and this, and that. This needs to stop, please. These e-girls are upset that someone is being mean to them over a video game, using the horrible housing system that everyone is using in Final Fantasy XIV. The lottery system and also the bidding. You know, the rich get richer, the monopoly problem, all that stuff. Now, I don't really have a problem with people asking for a favor of owning a plot or say, hey, maybe you shouldn't bid on this. Like, I have a friend that's here and stuff like that. But there's something wrong when we start expecting people to just give in to those requests because we're some kind of queen of degeneracy or an e-girl that's been idolized by our own communities and stuff. This is the screenshot that was out of this tweet that I found. Now, was this the most nice thing that this dude could have done by winning the plot and stuff? I mean, it's kind of funny, like, hey, come on, the vacation home, it's theirs now. No, it's not the best, but is it reportable? I don't think it is, not really. It's just a poorly taken back joke. I mean, like, I think it's pretty funny looking at it from a third party context and stuff, like, like just find another plot and everything. But I'm more bothered by the fact that these people are coddling this e-girl, saying that this person who won the plot, you know, using the system that we all use, is the scum of the earth, and it's horrible for not letting this e-girl have it and have her way. This is not griefing, nor is it reportable for getting a plot using the randomized system that everyone gets, and the fact that like nobody owes anyone anything. What we do see in this tweet and seemingly from her profile and also the coddling you know, Discord moderators and stuff, she's really actually crying real tears about this, which is it's a bit concerning. I do want to pose the other side of what we don't see from the screenshots and the tweets and stuff, particularly the guy who won the claim and all that stuff. We don't see the tells or the DMs exchanged towards the other person, nor do we have any evidence that the FC people have actually harassed this person or that he's just being a dickhead. You know, wrong place, wrong time. But by this screenshot, he claims that her FC was begging and harassing him about not using the housing system that everyone is subject to, in which he has his own right. And it makes me really wonder, like, maybe they actually did. And certainly, you know, an FC group and also a community going after one person is against terms of service. But all we see here, you know, this girl or whoever this person is needs to touch some grass. Wow. Get a grip and maybe go back to her other house that she already owns. Oh yeah. She's also contributing to the large monopoly problem of the housing system in Final Fantasy XIV. She owns multiple plots, and her community is helping her get more so a vacation home, right? Now, my point is, before this gets out of hand, who says that this isn't going on a much wider scale? I actually was a bit concerned about this. What if these e-boys, e-girls, white knights, Discord moderators, neckbeard Reddit people, they're not threatening to mass report regular players who are bidding and using the system as intended and everything? While it is a shitty system, it's fair in a sense that everyone is subject to it. And it was already shown that people do actually get long-term bans, even perma bans for the most mundane type of stuff. Like cursing in general chat, the Lions Raid chat, or party chat. But I think people seem to forget that there is a profanity filter that's already defaulted and turned on. So you don't see any of the things that you don't want to see, or you can just outright leave those chat things and just look for the actions and stuff. And there's also been times where people have been using emotes wrong in Limsa and Minsa and gotten long-term bans. Like I'm talking about 30-day, 60-day, or even perma bans. Like the /slap emote, like wrongly, like to a Lalafell or something like that as part of a joke. But just for the fact that some people just didn't like that, or was the wrong place, wrong time, they got mass reported. And from my point of view, these type of sub communities, you know, degenerates on the internet. Look, I understand I partake in these kind of degenerate activities somewhat or whatever. I mean, I'm an anime watcher and enjoyer. I mean, come on. I love ecchi anime. It's my isekai. Like, come on. I understand degeneracy and all that stuff, but it's different when they're contributing or seemingly contributing to an overarching monopoly problem that's happening in housing and making the the system that we all dread in Final Fantasy XIV, the housing savage mode that nobody likes to deal with, that it's flawed, but they're making it even worse on others, and they're seemingly getting the plots for themselves and everything. And they're mass reporting regular players like you and I just because their e-girl mistress wants another vacation home, you know, next to their wifey, online wifey, I guess. Bottom line, this type of stuff is really hard to see. It's very cringy, and it makes me kind of sad that their sub communities like this are getting a lot of traction. If you guys see this, please call it out. Please tell them to touch some grass. Like, good God, enjoy the game, immerse yourself. I love it. I'm subscribed to Warrior of Light questions on Twitter to give myself my character more depth. But touch some grass, get some sun, you know, get some movement in. Please stop this behavior. Okay, thank you. Twitter is the really bottom sewage for all this stuff, but it's actually quite entertaining. See you guys in the next video, and please don't take these vacation homes away from them.